this enclosed lawn care trailer cost, not just for the initial purchase, but for the decals you see on here, on the interior for the epoxy floor we did, some of the different accessories we put on here, the shelving, and then for securing stuff to the box. So we'll exclude the equipment because the equipment's going to be the same whether you had an enclosed or an open trailer. First off, this thing was purchased, it was a 2018, so it's a couple years old, but brand new. It was $5,500. Now with COVID and all the sorts of supply chain issues and everything that's going on with trailers, this trailer today is like an $8,000 or $9,000 trailer. But back in the day, purchase price $5,500. Next biggest expense with this thing was doing the decals. So on the sides, both sides have these full decals, the grass. The fronts have the American flag and the Mowing America, and then on the back tailgate, there's basically the same signage that sits on the back. The decals were from a friend, so they only cost us about $300 and took about half a day to install these when we did the installation ourselves. Really wasn't too bad. Just had to make sure the surface was prepped, tape everything out, take a long time measuring to make sure it was centered. It actually took probably about a half a day on the computer designing this on the front end, but install wasn't too bad. So about half a day's labor for 2 people, and then about $300 our cost for the decals. If you paid somebody, I think this would be closer to $1,000 to $2,000 to get this set up. One of the first purchases we made was to get a spare tire. That was about $150, and a spare tire holder was about $50. Next thing we did was the epoxy floors, which you can see here. This is literally the same epoxy you would get for your garage at like Home Depot or Lowe's or some other place like that. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. And the reason why I really recommend it is because it actually saved the trailer once when we had a fire. Not sure if I have that picture in here. Yeah, right here. So part of the thing of just having employees and even us as owners is we're human, we make mistakes. Somebody was filling a hot weed whacker over a hot mower muffler, dropped the can, spilled, set on fire, spilled a whole bunch of gasoline in here and it lit on fire, and you can still see the burn marks here. I am 100% convinced that this epoxy flooring absolutely saved the trailer, because if it had dropped gasoline onto this dry plywood, the whole thing would have went up within minutes and probably would have been a very big issue. So